Yeah, that's good. Welcome, friends, to Industry 4.0, 5.0 Growing Business Opportunity Seminar. Thanks for joining and spending your valuable time in attending the seminar. My name is Veedu Sridhar. That's how I called in the school and college. So I'm just using that name for this seminar. And I'm the vice chairman of our company, Prithvi Grow Care Private Limited, also known as PGC. During 2021, we schoolmates and college mates of mine joined and started this company mainly to guide, support, and develop MSME organizations like micro, small, medium enterprise organizations across the world to become a global player to anyone across the planet. We Indians, so right? We Indians are more versatile, flexible, and smart people in performance. We have already proved this one from many countries like Vietnam, USA, Canada, and European countries. And so we already marked our leadership in IT industry across the globe. So Industry 4.0 and Industry 5.0 or philosophies in manufacturing and service sector. It's not like limited to the manufacturing. So that's what a wrong perception we have on this. Now world is moving to India for manufacturing because of our own advantages over other countries. Many companies from US are considering India as their possible alternative manufacturing location actively. System-driven companies from USA and Europe are insisting and demanding the supply partners also to be system-driven. So that is the expectation from the Western countries and the developed countries. So Indians settled at USA and other countries benefit helping the MSME across the globe by doing vertical, horizontal, and downward integration. PGC as experts in various manufacturing service sector domains and as combined business expertise over 700 plus years of experience with 32 people plus people and having average experience of over 20 to 23 years in almost all critical areas of the industry. Through positive collaboration, we can help each other and grow together. That's why I have requested my partner and executive director of PGC, PS Kumar, to deliver this special webinar for USA settled Indians and also the people from the other countries. And let me give a small brief about the speaker and the presenter. Dr. P.S. Kumar, and also known as Senthil Kumar, has a master's degree in both engineering and management. He was further equipped with a doctorate in business administration, that is PhD. He has solid 36 plus years of experience working in leading industrial giants like Larsen Tibro and Fiat Industrial, etc. His own expertise is on marketing 4.0, 5.0, and industry 4.0 and 5.0, implementing consultations. So if you have any question during the seminar, please post it in the chat and we will address them in the end. Thank you for joining again. Over to Dr. P.S. Kumar.
Thank you, BT. Good morning to people at the USA and greetings for the day for the other country people. So thanks for joining at very late night and sometime maybe late evening in India and all. Good. Today we are going to see what is Industry 4.0 and what is Industry 5.0. How it is going to benefit. Like many of us are business people. Many of the people are already doing business or creating a startup or planning to do a startup on their own. How it is going to help. So that we are going to see about that. Okay. If you see, most of you must be knowing about it, China Plus policy. What is China Plus policy adopted by the multinationals, especially people from Europe and people from USA, or dependability on China, they want to reduce it. They don't want to depend upon China 100%. They, even though the benefit of getting product source from China is huge, and they are looking for alternate source. So that's why reason is India's chance is becoming a globally manufacturing hub. So as BTC correctly said, India is already a emerging and world technology and services hub, now likely to become the global manufacturing hub. So most of the outsourcing things are going to get diverted to India. Already many Japanese companies have put up a plant in India, are putting up a plant in India, discussion with Indian government and Tamil Nadu government, all the places also. So if you see those people, why the people are coming to India? First thing, if you see, this is statistics on 2023, it was as of 23, the cheapest unskilled labor is per monthly is only less than $1,100. Less than $100 means you will get a unskilled labor in India. And if you see comparing to the China and India, still has a lot of more youth population comparing to China itself. So the potential to get more people or more youth available in India. Second, with respect to IT, with respect to technology, with respect to engineering, already India has proved beyond the doubt, and the people can talk well versed in English and can do interact with the international companies very well. So that's the reason India is the most preferred choice. How it is going to be in 2030? 2030, India is likely to become 46.3 trillion, world's second biggest economy. Number one is going to be China. USA is going to be number three because of the sheer shifting of possibilities of from the Europe and other places. So we are going to talk about first top three economies and how we are going to capitalize in our favor. We are okay. This is going to happen whether we like it or not. The maybe three will two will interchange, also going to be different, but it is going to be the potential for us to for growing business opportunity is likely to be there in all three places. That's the reason we have Mr. Arumugam, my old great friend and also my college senior, who is a current chief executive of Sundaram Fasteners China plant, who is doing a roaring business approximately around 500 crore, and 70% is exporting, selling it in China itself, competing with Chinese people, and balanced 25% they are exporting to USA and other countries, Europe and all. Okay. See, Industry 4.0 and 5.0, many people will think that it is a very costly affair. We cannot afford it. Okay, I'm going to go in detail about that. What I am going to tell you is what are the benefits you are likely to get by getting into Industry 4.0 or 5.0 environment. If you start now, if you already have systems, and if you improve your efficiency and effectiveness, there is a possibility growth is in light green color. If you have very little amount of systems, okay, and you are still interested in improving it, create a system and getting into industry 4.0 environment or 5.0 environment, and the profitability is going to be in the blue color. But if you continue to do same thing, if you don't have systems, you don't have complete system like Industry 4.0, what you are asking, and if you continue to do same thing what you have done so far, there is a possibility or risk. There is a possibility that you may not exist in business in 2030. No, I'm not warning, I'm giving a caution to all of you. Okay. So first we will try to understand why we are talking about Industry 4.0 or 5.0. I'm going to talk it as a Industry 4.0. 5.0, people at China, like Mr. Aravan requested me to talk more on 5.0. So I added the slides also. If time permits, we'll go with 5.0 also. First thing is, you take an efficiency. Let us understand what is efficiency. Many people will think that if you ask anyone what is your efficiency, people say something around 85%, 90%, 75%, and all will be saying it. What it means. So our organization efficiency is approximately 0.85. It means 85% or 80% or 75%. any organization, whether it is a manufacturing or a service organization, there will be a chain of command or chain of order flows through that. Like the salesperson will pick up the order and he will pass it to his boss. And boss understands the requirement, meets the things and validate things, and understand the requirement of customers and convey to the his superior or the managing director of the company. I'm talking about MSME. I'm not talking about a big, large organization. So the managing director, after approving the order acceptance, go give it order acceptance and ask them to factory to get into sourcing and more managing it. So that goes to the fourth person. The fourth person is assuming that he is a general manager or the plant in charge who will take the order and what are the items to be supplied. He will list out, will create a bill of materials and tell to the sourcing manager to go and buy the things, and the sourcing manager join the things, and then what will happen is it goes to the assembly and testing people, and it goes to the final checking and inspection quality control, then it goes to the customer. So minimum, for a minimum, there is a MSME organization. I'm talking about micro and small enterprises and all. If you take it, those people will have 7 people in the line. Suppose if we say 80% is our organization efficiency, actually very, very bad. I'm not saying it, you will understand. That means every individual working, assuming at the 85% sufficient, like efficiency. So every one of you or every one of your employees are working at 0.85% efficiency, very good. We think that. Actually, it is not that. But what will happen is 85%, if you take it, if you order is passed from 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6, 6 to 7, 85 is multiplied by 0.85. That means your overall efficiency, if you are 85%, you are only 32% efficient. If you are 80% efficient, you are only 21% efficient. That means if your customer pays you 100 rupees, actually you are delivering 32 rupees worth of product or services, whether it is going to be manufacturing product or it is going to be things. That means with this low efficiency and low, what do you call, effectiveness, people are not accepting it. That is the reason in 2020, Industry 5.0 came into picture. 20 years before itself, Industry 4.0 came into picture. But which countries are adopting it 100% means if you take your Western countries, especially Germany and USA, and some portion of a lot of Japanese companies have also started implementing Industry 4.0. So in Industry 4.0, what we are talking about, mainly efficiency enhancement and also effectiveness enhancement. Effectiveness enhancement means hitting a dot, only one attempt is being made, and that 5 attempts you are making it, in one attempt only you are hitting the bull. That is the effectiveness. But if you make only one bull to throw and that one dot to hit on the bull, that is excellent. So what we need to work on this thing is effectiveness and efficiency of our organization. When you are discussing with few people now, the people say that yes, Industry 4.0, we understand it is very important, it's needed because it is converting it into a data-driven organization. But main problem is the affordability of implementing the technology into the manufacturing or a service sector. Because if you take biggies like Siemens, or you take Dassault Systems, or you take marketing related things, Salesforce, if you take it, it's very expensive because they created a system not for you and me. They created a system for the big multinational organization. So you have to buy that and you have to start using it. That means you are buying a shoe size of 12 and your shoe is only, your leg size is only 6, but you don't have choice. That is how. But they are trying to do some alteration, some modification, some customization they will do, but the charge is very high. So what happens is the expertise is available in India with respect to technology, and that means software, and with respect to manufacturing, which means like hardcore engineering, the expertise is available. Combining these two things, if you start making it customization suitable for our industry, the constant, the benefit, the huge is going to happen, which will help MSME to get into the technology upgradation. Because now, if you say that you want to be a industry 4.0 supplier, like, we are consultant for a few companies, including a leading electrical vehicle company, where we are making a standard minimum requirement, it should be a industry 4.0 customer. That means then only you can be a supplier to that company. Because what happens is it becomes, now we are going to talk to the people to convert it into industry 5.0 also. Because sustainability, we are going to talk about industry 5.0 later, so I will talk at that point. Okay. Coming to what is effectiveness, efficiency, anyway, I'm going to share the slide. I'm not going to talk about that. But what I'm trying to say is effectiveness, efficiency is most important and needs to be looked upon by MSME owners, startup owners, or a businessman who want to diversify. So this is industry 4.0, that is where the 11 pillars are there, where we talk about cloud computing, cybersecurity, additive manufacturing, and artificial intelligence, supply chain management, or autonomous robots, or big data analytics, industrial Internet of Things, IIoT we call. All these things are pillars. But how I'm going to use it for our requirement, that is what is important. Whether I need all or I need few for my industry, that you have to choice. There is no need that you have to take all 11 for your requirement. Whatever needed for you, you can go and choose that. Similarly, Industry 5.0 is more of customization. We call it as a hyper customization. That's called human centric. It is more human centric. And I talked about earlier about the sustainable, because the sustainability is very important, because there is no point in going forward something which is not possible to continue after 5 years or 10 years. So the sustainability, because of the that means there are so many things are coming up where carbon emission things are looking into the factor, and people are looking into it very seriously. And more important, organization should get yourself converted into resilient organization. That means you need to be completely flexible and bounce back. Because certain thing like Corona hit India or hit the world, nobody expected that, but we bounce back. So that is the ability, even similarly for the manufacturing and the service sector people to came in. The whole purpose of getting into industry 4.0, 5.0 is to reduce the cost. Cost, I'm not talking about the price. Price is the price what we are getting it from the market. We can able to reduce the cost, and that cost which empowered workers. Because empowered workers mean the ability to handle things on their own without depending upon supervision or somebody in fact, compelling them. And because we are giving adapted training for evolving people, which makes you competitive comparing to any other people, takes care of the customer or takes care of your workers or employees, safety and well-being, which makes the people work together. Like, women centering, I'm going to talk about Industry 4.0 later. So I'm just giving a brief on it. So first, let us see that how we can get into Industry 4.0 environment. Like as I told you, you will have a competitive edge because your cost comes down, increase your profit margin, where you are going to increase your profits substantially, minimum 30%. People are saying, somebody saying that even 40% is possible. 30% profit means straight away without increasing the sales, without increasing the market share. Continue to do the same thing what you have done, only getting into the systemization, you are increasing your profit by 30% minimum. Documentation and recording, that means all the things, everything is recorded, so you are not individual dependent. So many companies in India, especially MSME companies, are independent and dependent upon the general managers, dependent upon the vice president, president and all. Now it is not going to be person dependent, it is going to be system dependent. So this is Industry 4.0 helps you to become system dependent. Reduced inventory. There is no need to have huge quantity of inventory, block of things. I can't talk on that. That's a huge cost. Inventory carrying costs come down. Uptime of the equipment, that is very important. Uptime of the equipment means predictive analysis of the maintenance. When the equipment failure, how we can able to predict it. All these things is getting into the possibilities. So overall, you are going to increase your productivity. Approximately minimum 35 to 40% your productivity will increase. That's the reason your cost comes down. Okay. So Industry 4.0, just you see it, Industry 4.0, how big a market? Currently, in 22, that is 2022, it was around 131 billion, and it is expected to be 377 billion in 2030. 371 billion. You just see it's not double, it is almost 2.5 times is going up. This is going to expected growth. And the website I have given you is um, Business Insight, what I have, it's a very big group where he's talking about who are the leading people currently doing catering to this business. ABB, Siemens, Cognex, Honeywell, and Schneider Electric, Emerson, and Rockwell Automations, and General Electric, Bosch, and Cisco. These are the top 10 companies which are involved into the Industry 4.0 software. We are not going to compete with these people. We are going to compete, or I'm trying to explain to our people throughout the world to combine their IT relationship and hardcore technical things together and management skills. That's the reason we say that engineering, technology, and management join together, creating a customized software solutions which helps whatever needed only will be used so that you get a huge quantity. This is a business opportunity available to each one of you. Yeah, so as I told you, like if you buy a 12 size shoe and use it, your leg is only 6 size, then you cannot, it's very expensive shoe. Similarly, the softwares are like this because that is not designed for you. So MSME people cannot afford this. That is why. So now by going with idea what I have suggested you, it is possible we can afford this. So we can afford this in the sense is how we are going to do it. Like, what I told you earlier, this thing that we are going to do. So Industry 4.0 is more into cyber physical systems, IoT, networking, and machine learning. So IoT is IIoT, we call it as industry, and it is Internet of Things. Industrial Internet of Things is IIoT. Here, machines will have sensors, machines will give the readings data into the cloud, and that gets stored, and the data is analyzed, the big data analytics. All these things we are going to make use of it, and it gives the information to the people. One small example I'll tell you. It's like, currently what we are doing is we take the data, put it in take a printout of the data, send it to the customer. Now, no more customer is interested in believing your certificate or your confirmation saying this data especially for the Western countries. What they want is they want to see your production online on the web. They want to see your process controlling properly, happening it or not. They want to ensure that the production is as per the schedule what you are given. And more important, they want to ensure that your order processing is happening on time so that they will not have a sudden setbacks or sudden surprise for them, saying that at the end of the delivery period or nearing to the delivery period, you will say that we want a due extension of another 3 weeks or 5 weeks. So that is not going to be there, and people are not ready to listen. That's the reason they want Industry 4.0. That means your operation, I want to see it as Germany or Italy, whatever is processing it happening. I don't want to see your order placement on whom you placed order, what price you placed order. But I want to ensure that you have placed order, the material has come, you have processed the material processing, I want to see it. What is the cycle time you are, or what is the time you are saying it? Suppose you are saying you are into small, high speed component where producing around 40 seconds. Are you producing in 40 seconds? Even if you produce in 32 seconds, that means you are increasing your efficiency. But there is a possibility. So don't play under the carpet. You be frank, and that's the reason this is about the transparency. So first thing is what they want is you want to have complete productivity and transparency in operation. If you are ready to be transparent, you can overcome the resistance of what to say that the uh, potential customer for you who will definitely consider you. Okay, you are very transparent. You are going to show me what is happening in your organization. To that, whatever you want to share it with me, more than sufficient. I don't know. Don't want to know what is the profit margin you have kept it and all the things. But I want to know ensuring that you are transparent and giving the clear things to that. Second, completely data driven. It is not that that general manager is available or he's gone on leave, he cannot come back. The design has to be done by a design person. All this thing is not going to wait. It is not going to get delayed because of that. It is completely driven by data. And you need to have a commitment from the top management. That's the reason we say that you need to grow with the Industry 4.0 environment. That means 100%. You are saying the transparent, that you are not transparent means that you will not be able to get the second order from them. Similarly, no persistence. That means review and monitor regularly. That means consistency, persistence. That makes you to become success. So that is very important for getting into this environment. Many times we learn from theory is very little. We learn from practice a little bit more, but we learn from our mistakes is very high. So that is what we are going to capture it and going to get it in data-driven company. So you will not make the same mistake again. That is the reason I'm saying it. Currently, what people are doing it, many people are doing it like this, and suddenly they say that, okay, the same problem we reported 3 years before, the same problem. That means you are repeating the same problem, what happened? You didn't learn anything from that. So, what we are going to capture the learning from mistakes, which is going to given the data, and that data will fed into the person who is getting into the manufacturing of the same product after 3 years. So, the person will not do the same mistake. So this slide is mainly meant for people in India and a small MSME. Even I was talking to Mr. Armugam, who's a CEO of Sundaram Plastics, a China plant. He says that yes, in big companies the problem is not there, but small companies they need to get into this type of things. So what happened? It is not buying a software and becoming into Industry 4.0. It's a philosophy. Philosophy in the sense is you are getting changing your entire business scenario into that. First, you need to create systems in your organization. Then you can add technology. Then you can add software to integrate with that. To because if you put without improving your systems, buying and installing any software, when what you will get the same crap in a digital form, the same problems in digital form you'll get. We don't want to do that. That's the reason we say that, like me, Sridhar told very clearly, we are not interested in giving only some software solutions. We are interested in total solutions. That's the reason we just do the auditing of the people, and then we'll say what are the ways by which we can do the external revenue enhancement. Then we will find out what are the ways to do improve it, and internal revenue, what are the things we need to enhance it. Then service enhancement, which is very, very important, which people are lagging it. It's a must. It's a must. And the fourth one is the quality stability. That means quality is not standard, it is consistent. So quality consistency, what we call quality stability system. Process predictability. The process predictability is able to show that the process is constant. Automatically, the products are going to be same quality. Resources utilization. So that is very important to reduce the cost of manpower. Increasing collaboration. That is one step ahead. It is not a buyer-seller relationship. It is increasing collaboration. Resilience focus in case of any emergency, how they are bouncing back. And value focus. It's very important because value focus is now people are like Industry 5.0 is going to talk more on value focus. So that is a value focus. And now, so the first step, orange, you have to complete it. Then you can add enterprise resource planning. People call it as a ERP. Okay, many people in India, ERP is everything. No, ERP is only enterprise resource planning. Whatever dealing with the enterprises, only resource planning has been done. Customer relationship management, supply chain management involves a huge involvement of connecting with all the suppliers. Business continuity management, many people don't do that. So how we are going to continue the business, how long you are going to continue the same business, how to manage the things that is called business continuity management. Product data management, yeah, of course, it's very important because designing and all the related things, product data management is important. Then manufacturing execution system. Manufacturing execution systems is systems by which you ensure that your complete manufacturing line is on. Product lifecycle management. marketing 4.0 and 5.0 integration. Still, we are talking about marketing 3.0, we are practicing it. Marketing 4.0, 5.0, I'll take a separate session, but that is integration is very important. With this, you can integrate all the technology, relevant technology, whatever we told, IIoT or additive manufacturing or advanced simulations or whatever it may be, can be used. That can be integration. Then only you will get the benefit, whatever I told you, 30% reduction in cost and 20% increase in productivity. So you, without doing this, just buying a software from Result, buying a software from Salesforce will never make you whatever commitment what you have given to you earlier. So most of you know about all these things, like what services we are doing. It is consultation assessment services. First, we should assess your things and where you want to know, where you want to go. We want to assess this, and then only we provide technologies. And what are the domain experts are available, technology experts are available, integration experts are available with us. Customer relationship management, enterprise resource planning, product data management, supply chain management, MES, PLM, product life management, energy efficiency and sustainability solutions, advanced modeling and simulation systems, automation, advanced robotic cobots. Cobot is called collaborating robot, which I'm going to talk about Industry 5.0. So data analytics, logistics, cybersecurity, IoT, AI, artificial intelligence, augmented reality, virtual reality, mixed reality, machine learning, deep learning, so many things you can keep on saying it. You all are expert in some way or other. Now what I'm saying to you is just to try to downward integration or upward integration or horizontal integration. With this, you create a customized solution for MSME sector. We can help you in case you want our help, or you yourself can do the things, because there is a huge market business opportunities available which can be made use of it. Okay. So I just want to tell how you are going to do, like, find out where you are and where you want to go, and discuss with your mentor and your team. Prepare a scientific planning method and have a business audit and select the priorities. You change the priorities. And depending upon what is the requirement, all you can do it. And allocate resources and funds, and it should be top management driven way. And then you have to implement and monitor, review, and once in 15 days, then only you can able to get it. I will go into the Industry 5.0 also. So Industry 5.0 is mission driven. That means value based. Here the value based is what we are going to do is how we are going to create. Many times we focus, what people must be knowing about the red ocean category and blue ocean category. What is the blue ocean strategy is, like, where you don't have competition. Red ocean strategy is a strategy at which where you compete with your competitor. That means you are also producing and things, whatever your competitor is doing it. But wait a minute. You also doing it. My grandson is playing. Just a moment. Sorry for interruption. So here, red ocean strategy is you compete with your competitor, and you keep on reducing the prices. That is not going to help you. Blue ocean strategy is the things is, you create your whatever you are doing very well. Customer wants it. Here is a value proposition. Here you don't have any competition at all. That is how what we need to look at. That is what Industry 5.0 focuses on. Second, it is human-centric, desirability, feasibility, and visibility. So whatever you desire, what is feasible and what is viable, all these things together, we have to think a lot. That's the reason we keep on saying it. Industry 5.0 is more on creativity. That is on your ability to think and find a solution for that. Just give you an example. Now there is one customer in India, one company. He is into already Industry 5.0 being practiced in his service sector industry. Service sector in the sense, you won't believe it. He makes trousers. Company name is Plant Project. He makes trousers as per the customized pants. It is not a standard fan. Like, when is NB, Philip, and all the things we used to buy the standard things. But we are not happy with that. So the people are migrating. And already within 2 months, they have sold more than 1 lakh trousers in India. The PAN project, you can Google it and find out. So here you can tell your design and your dimensions, and they will make it. So earlier, they will just take the order and within 15 days, 17 days, the product will come. Now you won't believe it. If you want, you try it out also. You order it also. And the trousers, if you are, of course, it is a little expensive, around 3,500, 4,000 rupees approximately. Once they receive the order, the email will confirm to you. Yes, we received your order. Your dimensions are this is thing what you ordered. Everything automated. Second, next day is saying that okay, your material is received. That means whatever selected material we have received it. Then cutting is happening. Then what do you call washing is going on. Then stitching is going on. Then final inspection is going on. Then you are going to press it out. Then going for quality check and getting ready for dispatched and reached your destination. Today, courier has left for your home. All this thing happening in 7 days. See, imagine a satisfied person of the plan project. I find it very difficult to go to anybody else. I started buying trousers from Pan Project and I'm sticking to them for the past 6 months. Almost around 9 trousers I have bought in 6 months. Because they keep on telling me they know what I prefer, they know what I like it. Okay, I especially come out with the cotton fabric, I come out with this comfortable, all because they see that whatever I am buying it, whatever my intention, whatever my liking, they keep on tempting me to buy the things. So there is no competition involved. So that's the reason I'm saying it. We need to be into that segment. Sustainability, environmental and social and political. That's very important because uh, environment is very important. SDG must be known, Sustainable Development Goals. All the United Nations countries have agreed and for that, and that almost 19 goals they have set. They have put as a target for everyone. So we need to go with that sustainable development. Then, of course, mixed reality, what we call combination of VR and AR, it comes augmented reality. So, and virtual reality. It is a mixed reality. It comes in picture. Already they start appearing in the industries. With this, I will close my presentation. Thanks for the time, BDC. Thanks for all of you. And now I'm available for your questions. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. P.S. Kumar. It is very insightful and a lot of wisdom and a lot of knowledge in this session. And if you have anyone have any questions, either you post it in the chat or you can unmute and you can also ask question.
Yeah, somebody can read the chat. Maybe
Yeah,
Bob.
there's one I have. Is from Tanga. Is asking by 2030 China becomes number one economy as per the slide
Yeah.
quoted by IMF.
Hmm.
What is the basis for that? How?
Now, see, this is based on the because of manufacturing capability China has and the huge manpower available over there, which it's too much of this because they already won't believe it. If you, I had been to China many times, they are at least comparing to India, they are at least 40 years ahead of it. Comparing to USA, I had visited USA many times. Comparing to USA, they are at least 20 years ahead of it. Many people think that US is advanced. US is advanced, of course, but not in manufacturing. Manufacturing, China is much more advanced. So if you want, you can write to us. My email it is available. I can talk to you in person and explain to you what are the things. Okay, because that I want to give the time for other people. Yes, please. Next.
Yeah, there's another question by Shager.
Hmm.
Industry 4.0 is only for manufacturing, and is this to be connected with other financial system or it contains financials also?
Of course, it is not only for manufacturing. That is a wrong perception generally people have. Industry 4.0 environment is the environment where we are going to be data-driven organization. So whether it is whatever you are producing, whatever you are providing services, including financial services, So it is fintech companies are already into industry 5.0 or 4.0. So definitely industry 4.0 and 5.0 are applicable for both manufacturing and service sector industry.
Okay, Bala, you want to ask directly?
I have a question. Do you see my video and are you
Yeah,
able to hear me?
yeah, I'm
Yes.
able to hear Bala.
Okay, thank you, Kumar. You had an excellent presentation and also Sridhar supported you. I appreciate and thank you for educating us regarding the Industry 4 and Industry 5. I would like to ask the question, how Vietnam compares with India and China when it comes to manufacturing capabilities and like you said, China is ahead of India by 40 years and China is ahead of USA by 20 years. How do you compare vis-a-vis China and Vietnam, please?
Yeah, very good. A very good question. Vietnam is a combination of Chinese and Indians. So what happens is they are very good in creativity, thinking a lot, working hard and all. And comparing to the Chinese, they may be a little lagging, but definitely they are better than India with position wise. But the cost of labor is going to be little expensive in Vietnam comparing to India. Other than that, Vietnam is ahead of with respect to adopting the technologies, getting into the infrastructure, all the things near to their own place. Vietnam is definitely a preferred situation, but the cost cost of labor is going to be a little bit high because in India you will get around 90, maybe $95 approximately $1,000 per month. I don't think it's possible to Vietnam to get that type of manpower. And second thing,
Sorry, Kumar. Sorry to interrupt you.
yeah,
$1,000 per person salary in Vietnam is very high.
yeah,
Only managers and office goers get that amount of salary. The
okay.
salary for a Vietnamese in the factory is in the range of $300 to $500, not more than that.
$300 per month or per annum?
Per month. They get the salary $300 per month with overtime. Maybe they can reach $600.
But in India, it is $100 per month.
No, $100 per month in India. You are talking about the salary for the worker.
Worker.
No, I'm sorry to differ. If I know in India, they get 16,000 salary. With overtime, they can make 32,000. Maybe engineers get less salary than the workers.
No. You are right, Bala. But what I'm saying is, it's unskilled labor. I'm not talking about the skilled labor, unskilled labor. That's the reason I have
Yeah.
given the chart. So here,
Okay.
but in Vietnam, you will not get any unskilled labor. Everyone is skilled person only.
No,
Correct?
I agree with you. But still, I tell you, the labor cost in Vietnam, in my opinion, is cheaper than India. Let us verify this one after the meeting once again. Thank you
Yes,
for
yes.
your idea.
Thank you. Definitely, I will take it. Yeah.
Yeah, we have three more questions coming up. To understand Industry 4.0, 5.0, can assume China is already in Industry 5.0 from Shager.
Yeah, Industry 5.0, I told you, human-centric. You might have seen all the new innovations and development happening more in China than in US. So that is they are already into Industry 5.0. But what is the thing is China's biggest success, I feel it is they surprise the world. They don't tell in advance like Europe or America and come out. They keep it everything under their arm. Suddenly they release it. So I had been to China many times. I was I was really surprised and I was pleasantly surprised to see these people are doing extremely well. So definitely Industry 5.0 is being adopted in China, but when they will announce it to the market, no idea. When they will be disclosing, because the country is totally, we cannot get any information from the country. They are not 100% transparent like India or any other country. So definitely Chinese productivity is really high comparing to anybody in the world, including German. Productivity is extremely high. Yeah. Next question.
Okay, next question from Anjana. Now in India, minimum wages is $200 for unskilled labor. So she's just giving a point. Yeah.
Come again. I missed it.
She says in India, minimum wages is $200 for unskilled labor.
Well, that it will be keep on increasing, it keep on decreasing it also depending upon the people. Like what happens is that is what we are saying. It's $200. You will get your person. Unskilled labor means what? You are assuming that you have a iron box or you have a laundry section at your place, and you will get a person for working for 8 hours in a day for 12,000 rupees. It is possible still, and not in Chennai. Maybe at the interior, at Tirunelveli or some down Kanyakumari somewhere. It is still possible to get. So whatever we are talking, we are not as a business owners. They don't concerned about developing Chennai. They are concerned about somebody. They are concerned about in their profitability. They don't have any problem in putting up a plant. That's the reason you are seeing the Vietnam EV vehicle coming at Tuticorin. Nobody expected Tuticorin will be a capital where the Vietnam EV vehicle manufacturer thought of the going it. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, next one from Tanga. How VR AR plays a role. Is there any business case you can explain?
Ah,
It needs some example for VR and AR,
yeah, yeah,
virtual reality and augmented reality.
yeah. There is a huge potential is available. Like people think that it is for gaming industry it is used, but if you say it, like like if you want to training of the now we got one. Like I cannot tell that we got one customer requirement saying that to create a AR VR platform for a defense applications, which I cannot talk about more on that because that is confidential. Similarly, what happens is large missions training will be much more important without opening the mission. Without it can be done anytime, anywhere also. So we are that's a one it's a one point I'm talking about. There are so many things are available. We can talk in detail when you write to me. I can explain to you. Yeah.
Even the medical field, they are using a lot of this like VR and AR
Yeah.
without like a even doing operation or anything,
Yes.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, next one. The other one, okay. From Shager again. Is it going to be plugged with the bigger players like SAP or going to play independently as SAP has come out to address any small sectors pre-configured?
SAP also trying to do with the small people, but what happened? They cannot afford to do it for MSMEs. It will be very expensive because you don't need that. Because if I told you 11 pillars, I will not use it for MSME. I may use only 4 or 5 pillars. What is needed for me? There is no point in buying a software which is capable of handling all, and I'm using it. That buying an elephant and using it for a donkey's job. Anyway it is going to be costly. Whether SAP comes or Siemens comes or Salesforce comes, doesn't going to be cost effective like what we are suggesting and whatever we are recommending. But and it is going to be customized. Even those people will change. He recently rejected one person or one company, Salesforce, because they are not ready to agree for a customization. And when I talk about marketing 5.0, it is called hyper customization. I don't want just to take the mail merge and send a same letter to everyone. I want to write a letter to Bala. I would like to address the mom Bala. I don't want to say Bala because Bala is my address book. I just send a mail to BT Sridhar. I would like to address BT. So it is more customized for individual. It is not like you just changing the name, cut and paste. That is mail merge. That type of things those people are doing it. That is not going to be future. That is with respect to industry 5.0 and marketing 5.0.
Okay. Uh, from Veera Raghavan.
Yeah.
So he's having a small MSME job work company in Sri Perumbudur. We are fully dependent on migrant workers from Orissa, Bihar, and other places. We don't get manpower now. We are paying around $200. I think he's just
Yeah.
mentioned that it
Yeah.
is
Sir,
little gone up.
yeah, Mr. Veeraraghvan, you may be right. What I'm saying is, but what happens is many jobs which may not be needed for you, you will be doing it without your knowledge. That's the reason you need to have an engineering audit, either by us or somebody else or experted or some third, because whatever we are doing it, generally the mistakes will, our son or our daughter will never make mistakes according to our eyes. The same thing applicable to our company also. So you have to have a third party expert evaluating you and giving an audit, because the cost what you are spending is, it is an investment, it is not an expense. So you need to do it, and then only you will know what it is. Yeah.
Okay, so this message is from Karthik. Hello, everyone. Thanks for the invite, Dr. P.S. Kumar on Europe and UK group. The presentation was very crisp and refreshing. I will keep my message short. In the past, I was involved in the MSME businesses out of Tamil Nadu, but not anymore. Currently work and live in UK. My expertise is on assessing existing system, process improvements, rolling out new process system, integration with users, data analysis. If I could be of any help in UK, Europe, do let me know. Thanks. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Karthik. We will be very happy to have you as a collaborator. You can write a mail to what I have given the mail ID, and even your number is available. We will be communicating with you. We will definitely need people like you, because that's the reason our business model is not we want to make money. We want to, our business model is let us grow together. So we want every experts from the different field, domain experts, and we want to collaborate and we want to go. Thank you very much, Karthik.
Okay. Good presentation. Okay, many people shown interest, like they will reach us later time. So again from Bala, we have IAS AC 472 certification for our company. Okay, just giving a statement. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah. Jayashree, it was very informative. Thank you. Bala, again, 25 participants is good. We hope more in future. ESG opportunity in India and global. What is your thoughts on this?
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely. Yes, it's going to be substantially growing. So we'll talk in detail about that in person to Sangha. I can send a mail. We will be able to communicate with you directly. It's
Okay. From Shegar, how does a company start in this direction? How do we know where we are and where to start? Is the CMM level an indicator for anything?
Yeah, good questions. I will go to the slide. I will go to the slide. Yeah. So if you see it here, first and the second, thanks for your involvement and understanding things. First, to find out where you are. That is what I will say. This is how you have to upgrade yourself into the industry 5.0 environment. Sorry for one U is extra in the spelling mistake. So and where you want to, like you have to do a audit for this. So this I told you, we would recommend, suggest you to go with the external third party audit. It can be us or it can be anybody else. But your son, your daughter will not do any mistake, even they do mistakes in your eyes. The same thing applicable to your industry also. So discuss with that person or your mentor and your team and prepare a scientific planning. Of course, you need to have a scientific planning how you are going to get into that. Many times we don't do the planning. We just write down, okay, this is what we are going to do. No, I would recommend in our company we strictly follow X matrix. X matrix is a business model, scientific planning method by which we get into the, like how many years, 3 years how we are going to do, 2 years how we are going to do, 1 year we are going to do this. We as a spine, we spend maybe 6 to 7 days in that planning work. We will reduce our substantial work in our regular life. So then you understand the business important and then change your priorities according to that. Like you want to reduce your cost, or you want to increase your profit, or you want to reduce your rejections. So the priorities has to be changed. That's the reason I told you that I can send you our brochure also to all the people. What is the things, the orange one I showed you, that you have to get into that. Then allocate resources and funds and top-down approach. Top-down approach means you are the owner of the industry, that means startup industry or MSME, then you should allocate and you should focus and you should spend your time on implementing industry 4.0. It's not that you just allocate to delegate to somebody else. So you need to implement, monitor, review at least once in 15 days. Then only you can go for the this. So as I told you, depending upon your organization, it may take 3 years or it may take 5 years, depending upon your organization systems involved and ready to change.
Okay, so we don't have any more questions. Anybody else have a question? You can unmute and this thing you can ask. We have 2 more minutes to close the session. Yeah. So can you show the last slide with our contacts so that people can take the screenshot of that? Yeah. Okay. So here we have email ID ed@prithvigrow.com.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sagar and
Our website also listed there. Yeah.
allow Sagar to unmute himself.
Yeah, Shaker, how do you do that? Wait, I'll see. Shaker, okay. Let me do it. Shankar Shaker. Oh, I'm not able to do. Can you do that?
Yeah, wait a minute. Ask to unmute.
There is two.
Thank you very much. Sorry, it's accidental. It's
Okay.
a good presentation.
Thank you.
It covers a lot about it, and yeah, because I'm working on SAP for more than a couple of decades, so I thought a lot of integrations and other things. What you are saying is correct. Actually, even though the big product, there are some fine tuning on this one on manufacturing. Generally, we used to plug in with a specific product and other things. That's why I asked the question: are you going to play with along with them, or you are going to play independently? That's the reason.
No, we will not be dealing with, because we are focusing
Yeah,
only on SMEs. So we will be doing it for custom-driven software we do developing for those peoples. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll be in contact with you for any requirements.
Definitely, sir. Definitely, sir. Thank you. Thanks for joining, sir.
Thank you.
Kumar, we have one more person to unmute.
what is-
SEKE or another Shaker. Can unmute? Or
Uh,
you can unmute all of them if you want.
yeah, I will unmute. I will.
Yeah, I got that. Yeah. Thank you, Dr. Kumar. Yeah. I asked a question before. In the industry, CMM is one of the reference level we used to get improved, like level 1, 2, 3. Is it something similar to indication for where we are in the industry? Like I asked the question, how do I know that where I am and how to improve it? So follow up, I had the question whether CMM is an indicator to anything.
Because if it is like organizations, there are different product segments are there. So there is no predictive this way, this is how you have to get yourself improved. But many organizations in India especially and other places, also MSME, they are not in a proper system. So we have to find out there is no such system is available. Like the 11 pillars I told you, like all 11 may not be needed for our particular industry. So what we need to do is you have to do a private audit, and that audit they will tell you what are the technology. Say maybe you may be needing it industry 4.0 environment, but marketing 5.0 environment. Hyper customization may be needed for you. So it is a philosophy. So you have to evaluate yourself with the expert like us who can tell you and who can guide you where you can get into things. What are the benefits? Finally, whatever you are investing, it should be beneficial to you, which should be cost economic to you. Because just buying a big software, we are not going to get, you are going to get the same digital thing in digital form. So that is not we are interested. We are interested in improving your whole organization itself. So there is no, depending upon your organization, after evaluating your organization only, we can tell you.
Okay, thank you. The final question from my side. In one of the slides, you referred about the agile methodologies.
Yeah.
But other methodologies are short sprints. It's not like a very long-term plan.
Exactly.
So it looks like a little contrast. So I try to understand why are you referring agile methodologies here?
See, agile is what happens is a simple example I will tell you. Agile is more completely flexible. Flexible in sense is like, we'll take a Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is producing and supplying a mass production, mass customization. Somebody want a Fanta, they will give Fanta. Somebody want lemonade, they will give a lemonade. Somebody wants it, they will give it. But if I am a person based at Trichy, let us assume that, and where the people will drink only lemonade. People doesn't like apple. People doesn't like what you call orange. And I want only lemonade and Coke and Pepsi or something. So if I order it to that fellow, what he'll say is, no, you need to take the minimum order quantity. Correct? Minimum order quantity means maybe 5,000 bottles. What I'll do as a distributor, 5,000 bottles of orange, what I'm going to, I may require only 450 bottles. Balance the 4,500, what I will do with that. But going into this industry 4.0, your complete manufacturing will become agile. You can produce 454 bottles also. You need not produce. That's the minimum order quantity comes down drastically. So I will have a separate one-to-one interaction there. I can explain to you how I can show you a video also. So with that, what happens is your operations. That's the reason I talked about inventory. There is no need to have a minimum order quantity inventory. As and when what is required can be produced and supplied. Same way it will get into the things. Hope I clarified.
Okay, great. Yeah, great. Thank you for the clarification.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks for calling. You can contact me anytime, no problem. Anybody else?
No, we don't have any more questions in the chat.
Thank you, PD, for the wonderful opportunity. Thank you, Bala, for joining very late also. So I thank everyone for joining for this and have a great day. Bye.
Thank you, Kumar. Thank you, Kumar and Sridhar and all the participants. I enjoyed the meeting thoroughly. See you again in another meeting. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Sridhar, I'll switch off.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Yeah, we can just leave the seminar. Okay.